Hey YouTube, the reason why I'm doing this video, I make approximately $30,000 a year. It may be way less than that because for certain things I don't get paid for. Like if I don't work 2 weeks, I will not get paid for that. Like even though it's scheduled, I don't get paid for that. That's like you just taking time off. That's how it's usually considered. I get like vacation pay, but you have to accumulate that over a period of time. So certain things I don't get paid for, certain things I do, right? So now we're looking at the economy. The cost of living is way too high. I'm sitting up there, I'm looking for an apartment. Apartment's like $1,500 for 1 bedroom, 1 bath. Some of the rooms that you look at, I look up for rooms because right now I'm searching for a place to stay because of the conflict here at the home that I'm going through. So I was searching for a place to stay. I'm kind of getting sick and tired of, someone thinking it's okay to wipe their tail with my washcloth and all kinds of stuff. It's just disgusts me. A whole bunch of issues with no resolution. So, $2,000 a month, some of the places for like a 2-bedroom, 3 bedrooms and stuff, or 2 bedrooms running some of them almost $3,000 a month. So looking at this and looking at the cost of living where I live at, which is Palm Beach County, is extremely high, but they only want to pay $30,000 income. And that pay is like a person working at the gas station. Wawa actually starts off at 15. So the salary cap for that one would be like what, 29, 20 something, 29, 30 something. So it's not really a difference between my pay at 15 or $16 an hour compared to a person that's working at Wawa, honestly. And the type of stuff that we're going through right now is way, way different from what one would be used to. We're going through all kinds of attacks, mentally, physically, emotionally, on the job. We're going through many different things. Even though the job's great, you've got great people working there, you're pretty much good, but you're going through a lot. And the cost of living isn't going down, it's going up. They're doing an inflation. So the other day I went to the store, and as I'm in the store, I'm cruising through, I'm doing my walk through, I'm doing my walk rounds, or whatever the case may be, and I noticed a situation, like they had a BOGO deal. The BOGO deal said, buy one, get one free, and you'll save $5 to $6 at this store. The packet said $16 on it, but the BOGO deal said you would save $5 to $6. Now this is the BOGO deal. So either my vision is compromised or somebody gaming me, because I would be paying 3 times what the BOGO deal. Like, okay, I get one, buy one, get one free, and somebody else is getting some free too. Type thing. Because it had $16 for the packaged chicken, and the clearance, like the sales thing, had $5 to $6 savings, and it's a BOGO. So we know that the package should range from $5 to $6, but it cost me $16. Now I don't know if it's just me going through that. I don't know what's going on, but I know that my eyes are being gouged the hell out my head, and someone's doing a lot of inflation and a lot of corruption. Then we got other stuff going on too. So the cost of living, I'm trying to move from this place to find someplace that's reasonable within reason. And this is the messed up part. If you move in the hood now, they call themselves trying to rape you off and do all kinds of stuff, so you can't really move in the hood, because the last apartment I had was like a 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. It was $450. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom situation, and a living room for $450. I'm stealing checks out of mailbox, I'm dealing with them breaking in my house, raping me, I'm dealing with so many different things going on. And then you got the crooked, corrupt law enforcement that don't want to do anything. So I'm not making enough to actually live in a safe environment. And then, okay, this is what pisses me off, because they have all these Section 8 and government programs, which is the same as living in the hood, because now they started attacking Section 8 and government programs and trying to force the people off of Section 8 government programs, food stamps, Medicaid, everything. They raping all those people off, trying to force them, because they using rape as a war tactic, because these people are into terrorism. They use rape as a war tactic to stop the people from using the services, to stop the people from getting the resources, to stop the people from getting the help. They even do this when the people are visiting the food bank. So now our homeless population is like increasing dramatically. We're going through vision compromise, which is the devil. The devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy, but I've come so that you can have life and have it in abundance, says the word of God. So you're going through all of that because they're trying to steal off everything and get away with it. And some of these people are people that we look up to and respect. I started to realize that I wasn't the same kind of black as every black person. That's the first thing I started realizing. Even though I'm black, I'm not considered the same kind of black, because my blackness is different, because I live different. When I say I live different, I don't want to rob people, I don't want to steal from people, I don't want to be taken through certain situations. No, I don't want to join your social circles where you're full of corruption and illegal activity, illegal behavior. So I go through a lot more. But this is the messed up part about it. Innocent people now, like myself, ends up incarcerated because we live different from them. We live a righteous, good life, or whatever. Driving without insurance might be your most biggest crime you'll ever do, or because you can't afford it, or maybe your biggest crime would be just littering or jaywalking. That's it. Jaywalking or something like that, but you're really not a criminal or into criminal activity or criminal behavior. You just have minor offenses, like something that somebody can say, you know what, do better type offenses. So going through all of this, I'm starting to realize that these people playing a real dirty game, and that inflation comes because of a person being attacked. I can't tell you. A while back, I'm in Family Dollars, right? And I'm just walking through Family Dollars. This is when I first realized that my vision was kind of impaired. I'm walking through Family Dollars, and I feel someone shake my cart. And I'm just walking. I feel somebody shake my cart, and I'm like, why are they shaking my cart? But the person it was that shook the cart didn't know that I knew that we grew up together, but they were being very nasty about it. And I know their mom and everything and stuff like that. Even though they changed their names, talking about their names something different, I knew who they were. So I'm walking, and they shook my cart, and I'm like, okay. After that, I started going through so many different things, and this guy was like the cousin of a guy that I knew that I liked it, or whatever the case may be, and we grew up together too. And I was like, okay, it's a lot going on, and they're laughing about it, they're joking about it, they find it humorous, they find it funny, they find it intriguing to do this type of stuff to people and get away with it. And nobody addresses it, nobody deals with it, nobody says anything about it. And it's a big corruption scheme going on against the people. And yes, they steal money from people. And the same money that they steal from these people, they're using to fund criminal behavior. You know, and you might not think that these people are into this because of the way they're dressed, the way they look, their personality, but these people are real high up people doing a lot of corrupt stuff. So anyway, long story short, that's when I first started realizing, like, I'm dealing with vision compromise and dealing with a lot of issues. Then I started going home, and I'm starting to feel myself being raped in the nighttime. I can't wake up out my sleep. I'm going through so many different things, and then I had the police lie on me. He's like, oh yeah, you said that you were being raped by ghosts and all kinds of stuff like that. And I was like, okay, I did not make that statement, but then I started realizing that our law enforcement in the area was connected and tied to human trafficking and tied to a lot of different stuff also in the area, and that they were failing to report these situations, and they were paid off very well to silence the people that were trying to actually speak out on the situation, make reports on these situations, actually say something about what was going on. And it was a sad situation. And the corruption was allowed to take place. I mean, even where I'm working at now, the corruption was allowed to take place, and we're just like buying time. That's how I personally see it, as buying time, because if law enforcement is not creating a deterrent, the crime gets outrageous. So you have to be trained properly to actually know what to look for, what to do, how to handle certain situations. And I feel like that even with the proper training, these people don't care, and they're not going to do it because they're social lives and social circles that they have connect themselves to, they want to stay into. I can even tell you guys, like, at my job, looking at the little ones at my job, they have social circles. So I wrote up a few students, and then one student called themselves threatening me with, like, as if they're going to say that I touched them or something. I don't know. Because he was like, the student comes in, he's like, yeah, Miss Brown, your favorite student. I know this student that he was talking about. I was like, look, I don't have no favorite student, or whatever the case may be, because he walks in, he's like, I'm talking about this student here, or whatever the case may be. I can't say the name because I thought divulge the name, it can cause conflict. But your favorite one and stuff like that, and just out of the blue, just some random student, and they're like socialized circles or whatever. And I was like, I don't know who you're talking about, because there's a number of students that have that name. And then it went further than that. I was like, oh no, this is going too far. This has become excessive. This is some issues that these people have to deal with, because they have social groups. Like, I had a little boy come up to me, he's like, Miss Brown, I'm being bullied, or whatever the case may be. I was in the bathroom and another child attacked me, or whatever. And see, these kids don't know how to separate themselves, because sometimes they're being held in certain ways and stuff like that. And I say, well, next time this happens, you need to come to me, because he was like, I told my mom didn't do anything and stuff like that. So I say, I'm going to do something about it. I wrote my reports or whatever, sign it off or whatever the case may be, and try to make sure stuff is taken care of. But these social circles are getting out of control, and they want to take control of the people. They want to commit criminal behavior. None of these social circles are really what they're supposed to be. And they got people trying to fit into them that they're bullying, because they have these people labeled as the fall person. And the reason why they're the fall person, because of certain things that they have already done to that person's family. So if you're being bullied in certain situations, you're being bullied because they have already wronged your family. They wronged you. They wronged some people. And they're trying to, how can I put it, put you in a certain situation. But long story short, be careful with yourself out here. What you know is right. Do not get involved in any criminal behavior or nothing like that. We have a lot of stuff that we're going through, and when we say we're dealing with the devil, AI ain't playing, I ain't playing, I ain't playing. Trust me, we going through all the vowels of I, E, all of it. And I don't even understand why I is like this with us, but it's not easing up. They're not trying to remove any of this stuff. Your eyes can be closed, and you don't even know that you're going through vision compromise. And I've been going through vision compromise for a while, and they've been trying to keep the hush-hush and on the low. And I didn't even know I was going through vision compromise. That's how my partners was being changed out. That's how certain things was going on, and nobody was confessing these things but a person that's on that level to say, hey, my eyesight is compromised and somebody need to do something. I even had to go to jail for it. So I'm at the same time as I'm confessing these things, I'm becoming a political prisoner that's actually categorized under something else. Like, okay, they can come pick me up. Oh, you killed somebody, and I just go to prison for probably the rest of my life because they don't care how they do us. You know, they have gotten away with this type of corruption for so long. They don't care, and they continue to get away with it. I can't even tell you. This morning, I went to wash my face, and honestly, my towel was clean. I had just picked it up out of the laundry basket and everything, and I go wash my face, and I'm like, hold up, something don't smell right, you know. And I'm just like, I put baby wash on my face, you know, because that's what I wash my skin with. Like, something don't smell right. I'm been blanked out. I blanked out, and they done like they tail hole with my items or wiped it with toilet paper, whatever the case may be. But it's very disrespectful, or whatever the case may be, because I'm going through vision compromise that this is an okay behavior. And don't nobody care. You make police reports, you do your reports, or whatever the case may be. But don't nobody care that you're getting robbed, stolen from, or nothing, because these are the people that's advancing. You're making reports, but there's people that's advancing doing this chaos. There's people that's getting ahead doing the chaos. There's people that's sitting up there and have already decided that they're going to own you, your son, your daughter, or whatever. I'm sitting up there, I'm listening to this guy. This guy comes in and he's like, hey, I want you to listen to this book called Screwtape. So I'm like, hold up, Screwtape? Yeah, Screwtape. Basically, and what the Screwtapes are talking about is just the fact that these people don't care what they do to you, they screwing everybody over. So it's one guy talking to his nephew saying, hey, I have the mom, you have them, and their job is to actually puppeteer and control these people. And like they're manipulating a whole bunch of stuff. And I didn't even know all that was going on. So it's just being careful with yourself, being mindful of yourself, knowing what you're doing and stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, get involved with some Christian Audible, and just get regular Audible if you can't get Christian Audible, and just start like elevating yourself and start learning some of these attacks, because they're coming at us hard. They're coming at us hard because they got us locked up in their little lodges, and they acting a fool like they ain't got good sense and stuff like that. So they got a lot going on, and we have been going through it, and we have been going through memory loss, erase of memory, dementia. All this different stuff is connected in with this stuff. When we start talking about psychological attacks, these people are using psychological stuff to make you sick and ill. We have to be careful. We have to be mindful. We have to stay woke. We have to stay vigilant. When I say stay vigilant, okay, they're doing switches, pairs, and weeds, right? So these are biblical things that we talk about biblically, but you haven't really had them explained to you. You don't know that they're switching your partner out. So you think you're sleeping with your husband and you're not. You think that you're sleeping with your girlfriend and you're not. What you don't know is that, okay, these men that call themselves walking all over you and dogging you out, they're dealing with a holism spirit where these men are trying to take them down to nothing and have them form against women. And they're taking them through depression and stuff like that. So you're sleeping with a man and he's dealing with depression, and you wonder why you're going through depression and why you're going through an identity crisis and why you're going through low self-esteem when you should have high self-esteem by yourself, because you're very beautiful. And he seems to be all aggressive and very beautiful. It seems all aggressive, and he's so wonderful and he's so great, and you're so down here and you're going through depression and stuff like that. But actually what's going on is a switch and a tear. And also what's going on is the fact that they're trying to break you down and put you into horrorism. So we have to really be careful with ourselves. We have to be mindful. We have to be wise. I hope these words encourage you. I hope you guys are listening. Everything that I'm doing for you guys, I'm just hoping that you're paying attention to it, because trust me, I go through this a lot of times where I talk to people. I was like, did you get my last video? And they're like, no, I didn't listen to it. I was like, okay, hey, your life. Your loss, however it goes. But anyway, like I said, you guys be mindful, be wise. May God bless you. Hopefully these words encourage you. By my stripes, may you be healed. And by everything that I'm going through, may you grow. Take care.